Hello, and again, welcome to Bit Depth. I'm Santiago Ramones. Across from me is
Scott McAllister.
I'm very happy to have the privilege of having you on, and just be a little bit quicker than my usual length of podcast.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
So my usual first question is just, what do you do?
Well, I'm a composer and teach at Baylor University composition, and a father of four amazing boys.
And which of these do you consider to be your main passion?
Oh, I tell you, the father thing for sure. Yeah, and it has to be that order. You know, good husband and good father, and then everything else works well. Then my job at Baylor is one of my favorite things I do, teaching students, and composition's more than a hobby, obviously, but it's
right.
It all kind of ties in together.
Right. So how did you first realize, I guess, that you were wanting to do music?
Yeah, I think my grandmother had some things from when I was 7 years old, and some improvisational things I'd write on the piano, and then I was played recorder in elementary school. I was lucky to have a really good elementary school teacher.
Yeah,
and then but by the time I got into high school, I was really lucky to have a good high school band.
Yeah,
and my band director let me write for them, and boy, once I heard my own music, live people, I was hooked.
Did you always know that you wanted to compose or just play music? Is that
I wanted to do both. Yeah, I one fed off of the other. So I practiced a lot on my clarinet, and then I get tired physically, especially, and I go to composition and go back and forth. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing both.
Yeah. What made you decide on clarinet?
Clarinet. Well, I played recorder in elementary school, and I got really good. My teacher was a Renaissance specialist.
Oh, wow.
And so I took lessons with her, and I got really, really good at it. And then I got to junior high, and they don't have the recorder.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'll take the big recorder over there.
Right.
And so that was the clarinet. And my grandfather was making a lamp out of an old what is it? The silver clarinet, and it was from the old marching days. And so I learned how to play that one summer, my 7th grade summer, and then I got pretty good at that, and said, okay, I'll just keep going on clarinet.
Yeah. So I guess a little bit of background. Where did you grow up, and how did that sort of? You had a good music background to allow you to get to where you are. So
So I went to Florida State University for the best place for clarinet at that time. Instead of this great clarinet professor, so I grew up in Florida, and he recruited me there, and it was just a great experience. I really grew as a musician, a serious professional musician, those first 2 years of college.
Yeah,
and then composing kind of went along with that, and then I went to Rice University for my graduate degrees, and that was very professional experience. Yeah.
How does the sort of modern world feed into academic composing nowadays?
Oh, very, very much. In my world, at least. So I'm very influenced, and I like to write and be influenced about things that I'm interacting with in our society, in our culture. So pieces like my Black Dog piece is my most popular piece, where I take some the energy and emotions of hard rock music or Led Zeppelin and turn that into use my own notes, but turn that energy into something new.
Yeah. And then how do you see contemporary music and classical music sort of blending together in the music world?
Yeah, it's doing a little bit more, I think. You know, it's used to be so separated now, but composers are kind of mixing it, and ensembles classical ensembles are incorporating more modern music or popular music into their, and so it's kind of morphing, kind of like opera and music theater is doing the same thing.
Yeah. What's sort of been your biggest musical hurdle, and one that you're still facing now, and then one that you are really glad that you've overcome?
Oh man, that's always a moving target. Yeah. So just getting just writing music that doesn't sound the same all the time. So writing writing fresh music for the right occasions and inspiring my people that want music from me, and getting more than that premiere performance of an important piece is always a difficult thing to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite style or instrument that you like writing for?
No, I love it all. I mean, clarinet, you would think I don't want to write another clarinet piece, but every time I say that, I end up making another hit on that instrument. So I know that instrument well, but I really like the challenge of different combinations. Yeah.
Kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, but what's sort of been a piece that you've written that you wish would be more appreciated by or more played by ensembles?
Yeah, what's hard to say? I have a few of them that are on the shelf. That I have a piece called Xanadu that's kind of fun, but it's hard. I think I wrote it a little too difficult but it's actually gonna be played. University of Central Florida is playing it next month, so I'm excited. I might actually make a trip down there to see that. But Florida State commissioned it for their 100th anniversary of their school of music. So it was one of the best bands in the land. So I did write it hard for a reason. So but I think I have a grunge concerto for oboe and orchestra that was premiered by Nancy King at Michigan, University of Michigan, one of the best oboists in the world. It's going to take maybe a generation or two for people to grab on and play that, but she can do it so well. So I think she set the bar really high. So I think that'll happen.
Yeah. And then you kind of talked about it a little bit. But what's a piece that you've written that you're not necessarily proud of, but for whatever reason people keep going back to?
Oh yeah, I wrote a fun piece called Bright Fluffy Band Music, but now it's called Zing, and it was just a fun. I was just making not a bad joke, but just making a fun time of like easy band pieces, and it actually ended up being a really good piece. Probably because I was very relaxed writing it, and had there's some fun parts in there, and so that's taken off, and it works really well for the instruments.
Yeah. How do you get through writer's block?
I try to do other things like writing poetry, anything to keep the creative flow going. So a lot of times I'll just I need to have a pencil in my hand sometimes, get away from technology. That's a really good thing. Yeah.
What advice do you have for composers starting out nowadays?
I would say go old school. Go to the library. Go to the library. Get scores, music in your hands that you can watch and read and look at and stop and see when Stravinsky puts the cello above the violins. What does that sound like? Rather than having everything on the computer all the time. Yeah. And then on the other end of it, improvise a lot. So turn on Logic or whatever program that you like and do a lot of improvisation and get learn how to notate your music to give to other people.
Yeah. What do you think is the future of music? It seems as though like we've hit the tonal extreme as much as we can with 12 tone and everything. Now music concrete and everything else. So where else can we go sonically?
Oh, we've already been there and done that. So all that music you just mentioned is old, you know. So exactly. It's a big melting pot. I think I think the composer, the creator needs to find what they like, and they're be honest with themselves, and then and have that, and be educated, and listen to everything, and find out what sticks. And I think that's what most people like to hear is an honest creator. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a new frontier per se?
I don't think so at all. I think things just kind of go back and forth on the pendulum, and tonal, atonal. It doesn't. I think it's just. If there's a new candy that's going to go out, that'll be devoured, and something new will be later. So you just have to, if you want to be in it for a long time, you have to kind of put all that stuff out of your mind. Yeah.
How do you kind of try to? It's sort of harder to word. How do you think music makes the world a better place?
Oh, I mean. I think everybody answers that in their own way a little bit, but music's one of the only universal language that can move you, make you happy, sad, comfort you, save you. It's the most powerful, one of the most powerful things to enlighten all your senses. Yeah. So it's with a lot of great power. It takes great responsibility to write it.
is there such a thing as bad music?
Oh, I think there is, but I never try to judge say
Sure.
something so bad. But me as a composer, I'll get a little less interested in something that's like having a conversation like we are. I mean,
Sure.
if you're doing all the talking the entire time and it's kind of just a boring subject with no inflection, no, just a constant steady monotone, I probably would lose interest. So, I like all types of music from all around the world.
Yeah.
Popular to really intellectual. But if I can tell if it's honest and I enjoy it.
How has the current political situation influenced what you're writing and also how you're teaching?
Oh yeah, nothing really when I'm writing. I feel like the political stuff is just it's such a big mess. I mean, you can go from CNN to Fox and hear all the different. I mean, never even know what's happening. So I can almost find it more entertaining, which is I think which Trump is trying to do anyway. Sure. I think it's just throwing everything upside down, and it's kind of fun how the whole pot is just being stirred so much, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But no, I've always been very aware and wanting balance with with gender and sexuality and everything in music is that's always been important for me. Yeah. It always will be. Yeah.
And then, I mean, well, how does that affect how you teach and how you sort of approach the way you teach?
I teach the same way. A person is a person, and I want to open up the portals for each student to find who they are and be healthy and happy and creative within themselves. That's my most important. Then they come out of my studio with that kind of voice. I think I've done a good job.
What's the biggest difficulty that you face in teaching?
I think it's just helping students manage their time. Everybody's so busy that I usually have a very difficult time to get them to that place. And it's so we're really working on silence in life and finding time for themselves. Yeah.
To get a little bit more spiritual, if you don't
Sure.
mind.
No, yeah.
What is the role of spirituality or religion in your life?
Yeah, in my life, it's everything in my life. I obviously teach at Baylor University, and it's always been a part of my life to have my faith. Not throw a Bible or something or verses at people because I always found that be more of a negative thing. It's just to live my life in the Christian way. I like to try it. I'm not a perfect person like nobody else is, but I try to be a great dad and believe in the treat everybody like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And I think that's really that kind of puts a good focus on my teaching in my life. Yeah.
What is your definition of God?
My definition of God. Oh my goodness. That's I don't know if I can answer that one. Sometimes it's when you look in the mirror, and it's and sometimes it's when you look at a sunset. So I can't. I don't know if I could define that. Yeah.
What makes you happy?
Probably, that's up to the individual person. And so I'm a pretty positive person. And my grandfather was a Presbyterian minister and always taught me positivity. And so what makes me happy is just is giving, I think. Giving my students, my family, and trying to take care of myself every now and then.
Yeah.
But I think just kind of, that's why I like teaching so much. It's kind of a give and take kind of thing. Yeah.
And then try to see if I've gone through all that. Oh yeah. Free will.
Yeah.
Do you believe in free will? How does that work?
Yeah, free will. Oh, absolutely. We all have free will. If you're a Christian, if you believe in the Bible, or even not, I mean, it's we all have the free will, and so it's a matter of that makes us so special, as animals on this planet.
I think 2 more questions.
Okay.
What advice do you have for people in general?
What advice?
Yeah.
Oh man. Don't ask for advice. No, no, I don't know. The advice, no, I think it's just about, it's people getting different times of life. Health is the most important thing in your life. If you're not healthy yourself, you can't be a witness or a help to anybody else if you're not healthy and whole. So that's probably taking care of yourself is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
It sounds a little selfish, but it's not. It actually helps.
And it helps everyone
else. Everybody else. Yeah.
And then lastly, cake or pie?
Oh, pie. Totally. Buttermilk pie.
Nice.
So cool. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Where can we find you and your things?
lydmusic.com, or just Google my name, and then or anything at Baylor University also, baylor.edu.
Well, thank you for doing this lightning version of the podcast.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks.
I'm Santiago Ramones. You can find everything that I do on my website, santiagoramones.com. I have this podcast, which you can listen to on Apple Podcasts, on Stitcher, on YouTube, or straight through my website. You can comment or leave reviews. Let me know what you think. And then also make music. You can find my music also on my website, which there will be links to my SoundCloud, which has electronic composery stuff, and my Bandcamp, which has songs with words. And you can download my demo for free, or you can pay however much money you want for that. I always end my podcast with my 3 things. They shape my life philosophy. Those 3 things are: love never fails, it's going to be okay, I might be wrong.